Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Orlando, good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
And seeing where the Magic are, they're headed for the play-in tournament as it stands now. But they've had time to make a move. Maybe they can kick things into gear before the end of the season.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's De Silva in at the small forward spot. And for Los Angeles, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Here we go. Ayton team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball, missed inside. Here's Orlando now. It's good from about 19 feet.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Inside, Doncic. And again, the Lakers, no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The three for Doncic. Banchero grabs the board.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
Carter with a screen on LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Ayton. Reeves against Bane to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Wow, Clark, has Austin Reeves been good? Especially after signing that 4-year, $54 million deal back in 2023.
Yeah, I tell you what, it might be the best value contract in the league. I mean, Reeves just continues to improve each season. He's got a very efficient and effective game, and he's also shown the ability to be much in the clutch at times.
Smart, wide open, he fires. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the middle. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. No good from outside. And Reeves has got the ball here for L.A. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
The Lakers trade. James, the pass to Ayton. James looking it over. Pass to Ayton. Good, and the assist goes to James. Ayton's got 6.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Now, here's Suggs. Nothing on the board. Bane way outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That gives them the lead.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward. This guy handles the ball.
Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Smart. And it's Kennard in for Austin Reeves. Pass to Wagner. Carter on the wing. Screen by Batadze. Down low. Just 4 to shoot. Richardson for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Carter against Doncic. Up top, Batadze. Here's Richardson. Batadze, the pass to Richardson. Back to Batadze. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Carter missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Orlando leading. Wagner outside. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page, in fact.
Number 5, Paolo Banchero.
Carter against Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Here's LaRavia. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter looking around. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 2. And will return shortly. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Orlando, Banchero is out there with Wagner. Then there's Carter. Then it's Batadze. And it's Richardson in at the shooting guard position. Richardson the pass to Carter. And there's Banchero on the assist by Carter. 6 points for Paolo Banchero.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
And Clark, the Magic with two good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have two of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with two gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Kennard, the pass to Hayes. Now Reeves. Over Carter. Reeves can't hit. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. And here's Wagner. He's covered by Hachimura. Laravia inside. Banchero's there. Reeves can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Richardson. He has 5. Pass to Carter. Banchero outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Laravia. And it's Banchero missing. Lakers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Spins. Reeves the pass to Hayes over Richardson. Hayes, no good.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Pass to Richardson. And here's Banchero. Carter outside. They set the pick. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists in the game. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet, your Laker Girls.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Hachimura. LeBron comes in for Jake Laravia. Smart's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Lakers trail by 4. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back to you, Kevin.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of a court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Carter with a screen on Smart.
2 minutes.
Right side, Suggs. No good on the three. Lakers trail by 6. To the paint. Here's LeBron. Point blank range. Too easy for LeBron.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
Carter sets the pick for Suggs. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
LeBron kicks to Smart. Off target with his 3. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Over to the left wing with the step back. Pass to LeBron. The Lakers moving the ball around. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hachimura's got 5 now.
I think Rui got the look that he wanted at the arc that time, so he took it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Suggs. Here's Bane, guarded by Smart. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Bane, guarded by Smart.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it. You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Orlando out in front, up 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kitty?
And changing focus now to the Orlando Magic. They're halfway through what's certainly been a competitive game.
You see their intent right away, Shaq. I mean, finding high percentage shots, that's great. Right now, that's their advantage.
Yeah, they've established a strong foundation offensively, and they're building on that. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Magic with the lead. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. James is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. That's the Laker 5. Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Reeves throws that one down. Held nothing back.
Well, Orlando shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Payne against Reeves. Carter with a screen on Doncic. Clock at 6. Suggs passes to Bane. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Smart deciding where to go with it. LeBron outside. Reeves with the screen for LeBron. Can't nail the jumper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Suggs finds Carter. Carter sets the pick for Bane. Back to Carter from deep. LeBron grabs the miss. The Lakers leading. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Reeves with the screen on Banchero. Suggs with the steal. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Bane. No good with the triple.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs-Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
Pass to Bane. Carter with a screen on Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it. And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Hachimura is checked in for Los Angeles. And a chance here to check out some stats for Luka Doncic.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you guys.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. The Magic making a switch here. Ogner's checked in. Carter with a screen on Doncic. Suggs dishes to Carter. Banked in off the glass.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
Pass to Doncic. Now Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here are the Magic now, trailing by 10. And here's Wagner. Carter down low. He's covered by Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wagner's got 6.
This is where you want Wagner to have the ball, right under the bucket where he can do the most damage.
Doncic against Suggs, and it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jake LaRavia comes in for Hachimura. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Doncic. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's LaRavia missing. The Magic trail by 8. Left side, Bane. Pass to Suggs. Now, Wagner, covered by Hayes. And that one's good, Wagner.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist, boy. He is a capable point guard.
Doncic outside. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. And Hayes throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Payne for 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Here's Doncic. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Banchero is screened for Carter. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's LaRavia missing. And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Goga Bitadze. Richardson is out there with Carter. Then there's Banchero. And it's Wagner in at the 4 slot. Banchero finds Wagner. That one drops for him.
Going to have to bring more than that to slow Wagner.
To the middle, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Reeves against Carter. Banchero outside. Inside. Here's Wagner. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
We know Mo. He's got scoring ability for sure, but he's brought it to another level tonight.
Reeves against Carter. Kennard, the pass to Hayes. Lakers working the ball around now. Pass to Reeves. The 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Now Carter to the inside. Kicks it out to Banchero. Over Kennard. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Reeves. Back to Laravia. Reeves against Carter. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. James comes in for Rui Hachimura. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Luke Kennard. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
And the first one drops. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Both free throws good from Banchero.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now Carter. Now Suggs. Let's lose a 3. James rips down the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Reeves. Doncic outside. It's up the 3. Luka hits the 3.
Doncic always ready to let it fly once he catches it.
Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Payne against Reeves. And Banchero outside. From outside, down it goes for 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Suggs against Doncic. Now Reeves. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Drawing the defense nicely that time. Doncic with the perfectly timed pass.
The Magic trail by 8. Payne looking around. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Suggs. Doncic for the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Launches it. Bane rips down the rebound.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Banchero inside. Working on James. Stolen by Reeves. Now James shoots it up. And it misses.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Now Banchero. Stolen by Smart. Doncic outside. So Los Angeles takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sideline. Allie?
LeBron, you got that perimeter shot falling as the game wore on. How'd you dial it in?
I work on my shot every day. I work on my game every day, so it doesn't matter if I miss all of them in the first, second, third. I still believe that I'm going to make the next one.
All that hard work really paid off late. Congratulations.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.